What a night for Champions League magic. PSG 5, Tottenham 3. A game filled with mad momentum swings, heartbreak, hope, and moments that'll stay with us for a long time. It had everything. 2 leads thrown away, a comeback for the ages, a hat-trick, heartbreak for fans, and chaos in defence. Let's relive it together. Tottenham started with confidence, and they squeezed first blood when Richarlison, yes, that same Richarlison, rose above everyone to nod the ball in. The Parc des Princes fell silent for a second as Spurs took a 1-0 lead. You could sense the ambition, the hunger. This wasn't just a group stage game for them. They wanted to prove they belong among Europe's elite. That goal didn't just give them a lead, it gave them belief. But PSG were not ready to lie down. Just before the break, Vitinha curled a shot into the corner to equalize. The ball met the net, and suddenly the momentum shifted. In that moment, the home crowd's energy surged. Hope was alive again, and belief returned. Halftime, 1-1. Spurs had taken a lead, but PSG stole it back. Second half started, and Spurs struck again. Randall Kolo Muani, playing against his parent club, found the net after a corner. 2-1 Tottenham. For a few minutes it looked like Spurs might hold on. Their fans dared to dream. The roar, the tension, the passion. It was all there. Then PSG answered. Vitinha again. Unstoppable. He unleashed a strike that thundered into the net to make it 2-2. The equaliser melted the hope off the Tottenham fans' faces and replaced it with anxiety. Moments later, PSG struck once more. Fabian Ruiz curled one in, and just like that, 3-2 inside minutes. The Parc des Princes erupted. Spurs tried to steady themselves, tried to dig in, but PSG kept pushing, kept believing. They were not here to draw, they were here to win, and win big. Midfielder William Pacho joined the party after a corner scramble and put PSG up 4-2. The thrill, the tension, it became unbearable for Spurs fans. For a moment, there was silence, the kind before a storm. 2 goals up, and PSG smelled blood. Tottenham's defence, once confident, started to crack. Spurs had poured everything into this match, but PSG had poured even more. Kolo Muani struck again, a cold reminder to his parent club that in football, emotion sometimes hits harder than loyalty. 4-3, a roller coaster of hope for Spurs supporters. The dream wasn't dead yet. 2 goals down and a deficit reduced. The possibility of a comeback flickered, but PSG had Vitinha, and on this night he turned into a one-man wrecking crew. The pressure built, the fans held their breath. Then came the moment, a penalty, and Vitinha buried it. 5-3, game over. When the final whistle blew, it wasn't just a scoreline. It was a statement. PSG had shown resilience, character, hunger. Tottenham left Paris with pride in their fight, but brutal truth in the result. Sometimes you fight hard and still lose, but you live to fight another day. Let me tell you though, this game was more than just goals. It was about psychological battles, momentum swings, massive stakes. Tottenham came in believing they could shock the holders. Twice in the lead, twice sucked back into PSG's tide. That's the harsh beauty of big match football. PSG's win doesn't just give them 3 points, it sends a message to all Europe. We're here, champions, and we don't give up. For Tottenham it's heartbreak, but also a lesson. Talent, grit and guts can get you far. But to beat the elites, you need steel, consistency, and composure. Now imagine yourself sitting in that crowd. One moment you're celebrating a lead, next you're biting your nails. Anxious, hopeful, frustrated. You live every heartbeat of that match. That's why football hits so differently. That's why nights like these stay forever. For Spurs supporters it hurts, but there's something to build on. Their ambition was clear, their heart was big. For PSG fans, it's a moment of redemption, being 2 goals down and still rising like a phoenix. Vitinha's hat-trick will be remembered for a long time. And for you, the viewer, this game is a masterclass. Never surrender, always push, and until the final whistle, anything is possible. If you missed the match, go watch the highlights. But I hope this recap made you feel like you were there. Felt the shock, the hope, the roar, the heartbreak, the triumph. That's football. Raw, beautiful, unforgiving. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Drop me your thoughts. Were Spurs unlucky? Did PSG show true champion spirit? Who was your MOTM? I'll be reading your comments.